Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on 57 Seconds, a time travel movie starring Morgan Freeman. I guess he's playing like Steve Jobs. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, the idea of this movie is he's got a magical ring that can go back in time 57 seconds, and of course, he uses it to win a lot of money, get the girl, and that's not enough. He wants to get revenge on a pharmaceutical company, interestingly enough, that he believes is responsible for the death of his sister. So, Morgan Freeman helps him, and he goes after him somehow, using his millions, and eventually kills him. But eventually he screws up, and there's not enough time to go back in time to rewind the past and avenge the future. Morgan Freeman and this dude, who still reminds me of the kid from College Humor, but I'm beginning to think it's a different actor. But September 29th in select theaters and digital, rated R for adult situations. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's my problem. Time travel, super hard to do. It's just super hard. I like the elements in it, though, and I really do like time travel. This seems, though, very sort of magic ring. Oh, we have this device and go 57 seconds back in time. No, we just have it. Like, first off, okay, let's accept that premise. Let's accept that you built a device that can go back in time 57 seconds. Why aren't you using it to do all the crazy stuff that the kid's going to use it for? Why are you giving it to him if you built it? I assume Morgan Freeman built the damn thing. Is this sort of like a Tales from the Crypt? He gives him the ring, but it's gonna give him all this joy, but then it's gonna do something terrible at him at the end. I don't know. Seems like a weird, arbitrary number just for the name of the movie, but I get that. All right, let's accept the premise. You got a ring that can make you go back in time 57 seconds. Okay, and then during part of the movie, he's like, "Oh, there's not enough time. Well, why don't you just push the ring twice?" Or is there some science fiction gobbledygook? Oh, you can only push it once a day, or once every 2 hours, or something. Okay, all right, you got me there. Let's say, why 57? Why not 58 seconds? Why, let's say you got it. Every time you use that ring, you're going back 7 seconds. Why do you retain your memories? Are you aging an extra 57 seconds every time you use the ring? Over a period of time, would that catch up to you? Wouldn't everybody want this ring? Can you build more rings? What's the power source on a ring like that? Is it causing you to get irradiated every time you use it? I mean, there's so many questions. But, okay, he's going to use the ring, go back in time. First act, I don't know, he's some schlub. Maybe he's an intern that works for Morgan Freeman. He discovers the ring, uses it, and for some reason Morgan Freeman doesn't take the ring away from him. Maybe because he uses the ring to trick Morgan Freeman? I don't know. Anyhow, he starts using it to make his life great, and he does. Then he wants to get revenge on the pharmaceutical company. I like that angle of the movie, and I do like time travel movies, so I'm not totally opposed to this movie. Second act, it's all about him using the ring like a superhero to try to get at the exec. He does that by I don't know, like breaking into his office, rifling through the files, finding something within 57 seconds, and then pushing the button, and then remembering what he found, and then they have no idea that he broke into the files. Stuff like that. Looks like he burst in on a secretary, puts a gun to her head, and asks her a bunch of questions, and probably pushes the ring so it never happened. I mean, that's an interesting tact. And at some point, he paints himself to a corner in a plane crash, and there's not enough time, and he's got to survive the crash. Eventually, I'm going to say in the third act, the evil pharmaceutical exec gets wise to his thing and maybe either takes the ring or creates a situation where he knows what's going to happen and tricks him. Neither I can't get a still of the. And he's got bikini girls. Let's make him evil. So he does the pharmaceutical guy does something to turn the tables on him, and then at the end he turns the tables on the pharmaceutical guy. Maybe gets his revenge, and I don't know. I mean, usually these movies end with an ironic twist, like he ends up going back in time too far, and his sister is now the one that's alive, and he's the one who died from the drug. Is this a metaphor for a certain medical procedure? Because if it is, that would be genius. That would be amazing. I do love that angle, but I don't know. It feels like a B movie. Like, if you can get past the contrivance of, like, he got a magic ring that goes back in time, maybe you could sell it to me. It just seems a little on the nose, At least, like, to me, time machines should be these big, giant things that drain a lot of power, and it's really hard to time travel. Hey, put it in a ring. It's fine. That seems way too advanced. But these are the things I think about. And Morgan Freeman, I think he's going to be in this movie about 57 seconds. Because, first off, he's getting really old. And, they're just going to put him in an office, shoot all his scenes. The guy keeps going back to him. I think you should do this. And then he leaves. And they do that for a week. And then Morgan Freeman gets a giant pile of money. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make it a bad movie. I'm just saying. So would I see it? I'd probably see it. Yeah. I love time travel stuff. I can't get enough of it. I think I'm going to be a little frustrated with this one, but the pharmaceutical thing might get me over, It does look very, on the nose, at least in terms of the traditional way it sort of rolls out. I mean, there's a bad guy. There's a real bad guy here. Pharmaceutical company, yeah, bad guy. So I do like that. Let's see if there's a write-up here. Nah. I have a feeling it's going to mostly go direct to video. Let's see what the comments say. The fact that this isn't a 57-second trailer really upsets me. Oh, yeah, that would have been kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just impressed Morgan Freeman is still alive. I want Morgan Freeman to live forever. Who doesn't? Easy reader. He should. When Morgan Freeman says anything, everybody and their mothers listen. I'm Morgan Freeman, and I have a magic ring that would send Andy back through time. Andy Dufresne going back through time. Yeah, so I guess I'd say it. I mean, it's B-movie level stuff now, I think. That's not bad. Some B-movies, you watch them, you go, man, it's a lot of standing around talking, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's definitely not a theater movie. I would never pay $14 to see something like this. Doesn't seem like it would be big enough or cool enough. And it's mostly going to be about him, right? Has to be. Morgan Freeman costs too much money, and so it's going to be this guy all day long doing all the work. But that's fine. He seems like your average Joe. It seems he's a good actor for being the average schlub. So yeah, 57 seconds. as long as this thing is 90 minutes, I'm in. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, I say, take it. I will be at the Bordentown Library on Saturday at 2 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you in the next one.